Hello everybody and welcome to the Affordable Kitchen. Welcome back to the Affordable Kitchen. Thank you so much for keep watching my videos. I know that, I don't have a fan base or anything yet, but the few people that watch my channel, I am really glad that I can share these recipes with you. This week's recipe is one of my favorite breads of all times. It's sweet potato bread, and this is a very simple sweet potato bread. I try to introduce you guys for the first time into a different type of arrangement with the dough, and we have two different type of dough. One being more a batter than a dough, and that one is gluten-free because it uses almond flour, and one has the whole wheat flour. So watch the recipe and I'll be back here in the end for more commentary about this recipe. I hope you enjoy it. Let's get started. So for the first step of the recipe, we only have to wash a large organic sweet potato. I always clean the sweet potato as much as I can and remove the dark spots of the potato. I only actually peel the darker spots and the dirty spots, also the deeper spots, so I can keep some of the skin where some of the fiber and the good nutrients are. Boil it for 15 to 20 minutes or until it's very soft and completely cooked. Drain the water, dice it, and smash it, like you're trying to make mashed sweet potatoes. Then add it to the food processor and puree until very thin. Then after that, all you have to do is add the remaining ingredients for the almond dough to a mixing bowl with the sweet potato and mix it very well until it's very smooth, remembering that all the ingredients must remain in room temperature. And we're done making the almond bowl. All you have to do now is to transfer this into a bowl and keep it in the fridge for the duration of the rest of the recipe until you're gonna use it in the end. And next you're gonna have to proof your yeast. Every time that we use active dry yeast, we have to do this process. So I have the link here that you can click and watch it again if you don't remember how to do it. Then when the process is done, add the remaining ingredients for the sweet potato bread side of the recipe into the mixing bowl and mix it very well using the dough hook attachment. If you do not have any type of electric mixer, you can use a wooden spoon or your hands. But if you are using the electric mixer, remember to stop every now and then and scrape the bowl for maximum incorporation. After 15 minutes mixing in medium speed, your dough should be elastic like this one. And if you're able to pick up a small ball of it and open a thin membrane like this, it means that the gluten is fully developed. And you're ready for the next step. In a clean, lightly floured work surface, place the dough and knead it just a little bit. Just enough to make the dough a little easier to use. It's gonna be very sticky, so here is just to pull everything together and make sure that it's not very sticky. Make a ball and place it back on the bowl for the bulk fermentation. This part of the process usually takes 1 hour to be completed, but after 1 hour you want to check on your bowl before you remove it if it actually grew twice the size. If it didn't grow twice the size, it means that maybe your kitchen's too cold, or your bowl is too cold, or your water was not hot enough. But don't worry, just give it a little more time and it will grow at least twice the size. On a piping bag with a round tip, or on a large Ziploc bag, place the almond dough that you just got out of the fridge and leave it nearby. You're gonna need it for the rest of the recipe. Time to roll the buns. We're gonna divide the dough into 8 equal pieces. If you're using scale, Each piece should measure around 100 grams, and each piece is gonna make 2 rolls. After measuring, just roll the dough very tight in your hand, forming a ball. This is why I would recommend you to use a scale. After the first one, it's very easy to measure the dough for the rest of the buns. Always keep your work surface clean because this dough and this batter actually leaves some particles that can damage the surface of the buns. Using a rolling pin, stretch the dough lengthwise until it's measuring around 12 inches long. Pipe the filling lengthwise in the center of the dough. Close the first half on top of the filling, almost touching the other side. And then with a little bit of water, moist the other side so you can seal it more easily. Roll it with your hands, always coming from the center out. If it's just too sticky, you can use some extra flour on your workstation because the flour is not gonna make your bread harder at this point. And with the spatula, divide it right in the center. So you can divide the center as well, seal it. Working one at a time, roll them in opposite directions to create a swirl. Wet your fingers so you can seal the dough in the shape that you want. You can get a little creative here, and remember that this is the point of the recipe, that you can freeze your buns before actually going through the final fermentation. You can brush some egg wash on top of it, but it's definitely not necessary. I usually only actually use this egg wash to seal some of the seeds that I like to use on top. In this recipe, I'm using black sesame seeds, but you can also use black chia seeds or even flax seeds. And I do recommend you to use some cinnamon for taste. This recipe goes for bulk fermentation for around 45 minutes, just enough to relax the dough. And then you're gonna bake from 12 to 15 minutes on a 375 degrees Fahrenheit oven or 109 degrees Celsius. Remember to cool these buns right away on a cooling rack, but be careful, they're gonna be very hot. And then you're done. This is my recipe for sweet potato bread. You can do every different type of shapes with this bread, and they're soft and tender. Let me know what you think about the recipe.